Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Gemini, September 17, 2022. It may not be easy to settle on a special activity today, but it's best to aim to rest your mind. Later today, the moon heads into your privacy sector for a stay of over 2 days, and it's time to digest, process, and decompress. Mercury will turn retrograde early tomorrow, making it a better time to observe than jump into decisions. There can be some fuzziness, confusing directions, or key missing information today and tomorrow. Is a good time for looking at past decisions and projects with a new eye. There can be inconveniences and slowdowns that may be blessings in disguise as you turn your attention to problems you didn't know existed. Fortunately, your corrections or edits can ultimately help you tremendously. Is your social life getting in the way of your romantic desires? For instance, whether you're single or already attached, today's sparkling moon in Taurus will light up your socially conscious 11th house of community affairs, all the while making a direct opposition to taskmaster Uranus via your lovable 5th house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression. Maybe it's a clique preference or something revolving around the status quo, but you're likely feeling torn between two worlds at this time. The irony? With your planetary ruler, Venus, dazzling your relationship sector, you're confident and eager to take the lead. Do what you will. After stepping up and courageously following your dreams during the moon in Taurus, you may feel unexpectedly more introverted now that the moon is in Gemini. It is time to balance your mind. Calm your inner fears, anxieties, and any other worries that your distinctive nature can pick up on. Instead, use the moon in Gemini to focus on your talents that can positively influence your career path. You are likely a highly detailed, restorative professional that would be valued in any work environment. Use these secret talents throughout your workday. The planets are asking you to look at your obsession with success in a different light today. That is, the relationship of your success with the people around you. You may have noticed that you have a tendency to try harder than others, and may have come to the conclusion that you need to rely on yourself to get things done. You may have become a bit short-sighted as a result, so try listening to those around you. They may have something to teach you about the importance of letting go once in a while. A naturally harmonious atmosphere exists between you and your private sphere. You are increasingly at the center of things and are an important person of reference, which could place extra burdens on you. You have an abundance of energy for yourself, your family and friends, and are strong, calm, and harmonious, strengthening family bonds. You can be sure that your loved ones will return your support when you need it. People will keep coming back for more, so don't get too comfortable. You'll have a lot of questions coming your way, and you'll answer them all like an advice columnist. You encourage others to be as enthusiastic about life as you are. Your fresh approach, combined with a laid-back attitude, is bewitching for potential dates. Be careful when faced with choices to ask yourself how serious this person's interest is in you. A short flirtation or the start of a more serious relationship. You'll have a lot of physical energy today, and you could be especially eager to get your chores done. You want to concentrate on doing things around the house. A lot of things need your attention as you have left them aside for quite some time. Today is a great day to get these things done and get yourself organized. Or you could motivate your family to help you with some of the items on your list. This creates closeness between you and you'll all be done earlier than expected, leaving room for some fun time together. Fiery and passionate people, like everyone with your number, are most attractive to you today. You should try to canalize your desire for union and being with other people. You will have to master your naturally seductive ways, 7, because otherwise it's easy to get lost in superficial relationships that have no future. Carefully contact the people around you today to figure out who is the special one. They're probably not far away. This might be the sun's last full day in your financial sector, but this is not the last word on your financial situation and money matters. With Mercury just 3 days away from retrograding back in for a double-dip visit and Venus, the planet of money returning later next week. Things are not only still evolving, but the best is still to come. This makes the sun's final hours more about having your eyes open and head out of the sand, while the solar spotlight is still trained directly onto your financial situation and money matters. With no planetary activity in your communication sector, the moon's visit over the last few days couldn't have been more important. While the moon returns every 4 weeks, and this will always allow the communication lines to flow more smoothly, this comes just as Venus and Jupiter are guiding you into an important new relationship chapter. Our eyes in the sky. The moon moves into Gemini this afternoon, and will be feeling a bit rebellious before it switches signs. You might be tempted to shirk your responsibilities in favor of activities you feel more drawn to. If you want to spend the day working on a passion project rather than a less fun task, go for it, as long as you set aside time to take care of the important business later. It's a wonderful day to reconnect with your confidence, creativity, and body, so choose an activity that supports your mind, body, and soul. Once the moon switches signs, it puts us in a much more responsible mindset. You'll be drawn to organize your life a bit and finish up that work you blew off earlier. The mood will be both optimistic and pragmatic as you analyze the ways you can bolster your productivity. Use this energy to clean out your space, work out logistics you've been avoiding, file papers, plan for your future, and tie up any loose ends. This is also a great time to reassess or revise any passion projects. Don't hold back, get moving toward the things you want. The energy here is very creative, so get experimental with your hobbies and express your artistic side. As nighttime creeps in, the moon moves into Gemini, giving us some much-needed organizational energy. Use tonight to check your schedule and make to-do lists for the coming days. After midnight, the Taurus moon sextiles Neptune in Pisces, synthesizing Taurian sensuality with Piscean imagination. Because many of us will be asleep at this hour, we can expect our dreams to be vivid, wherein colors, tastes, and sounds will be as real to us as they would be in waking life. We may receive creative ideas or develop a greater comprehension of spiritual truths through our reveries. Around dawn, the moon trines Pluto in Capricorn. Waking from our slumber, we feel as though the veil between the material world and the liminal is thin. Allow your intuition to guide your choices this morning. Pay extra attention to messages relayed in conversations, as they can have profound meaning. The moon then enters a void period lasting until the early afternoon. Remember, you do not have to be for everyone at all times. The moon begins its void of course following this aspect, lasting until the late afternoon. Instead of airing grievances or blaming others for wounding our pride, we might determine where our gifts and talents will make the most impact. In the late afternoon, the moon enters Gemini, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our emotional terrain is governed by logic and precision. We feel our best when our routines are fleshed out. This way, we can manage tasks without succumbing to overwhelm. While this impulse to organize can help us streamline our daily lives and handle our business efficiently, life often proves unpredictable. If we are unable to rise to the occasion at a moment's notice, we should remind ourselves that we are doing the best we can under the circumstances. Discernment will get us everywhere, but overanalysis can devolve into tunnel vision.